Welcome to the Mostly All Figured Out podcast with your host, Emily Rose. Regardless of the career field, the lifestyle, everyone is mostly figuring it all out. This podcast is where we pull back the veil of perfection and share true stories, experiences, encouragement, and of course failures, detailing how people just like you are making it all happen, despite the uncertainty, the fear, the imposter syndrome, the setbacks, the shame, whatever it is. If you believe there is more for you than what your life looks like right now, you're in the right place. Let's figure out our next steps together. Now let's get into the episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Why didn't we do this before?
Is this good?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, your skin is skinny. It looks so good.
Okay.
It really does. Okay. Wait, should we sing Valentine's Day song?
Happy Valentine's Day.
That's beautiful. I was actually going to sing Cher.
Do you believe in love after love? After love, after love, after love.
I can feel something inside me saying,
I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Do you believe in love after love? After love, after love, after love. I can feel something inside me saying.
yes. How does the rest of it go?
I don't know.
No matter how hard I try, you keep on pushing me aside, and I can't do that. It's so good. No, there's no turning back.
Need time to move on.
I feel like our Cher is actually pretty good. Our impersonation of Cher.
yours is.
I have Cher and I have Shakira. Those are my two that I get down
Shakira.
pat.
Hit him with Shakira.
I really need to get into it. I have to let go of Cher for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let go of one queen, hold on to another.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go on.
I'm at your feet whenever we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was the best one you've ever done.
Thank you.
In your whole life.
I think it's the gin.
You literally, it could be the gin.
I honestly do practice a lot. I really do.
That was so good.
Thank you. I did, the last time I did karaoke, I did a full Shakira song, and it was This Time for Africa. Mina, waka, waka,
So good.
and everyone said it did really good.
So good. You really
Thank you.
commit to it, you know?
Yeah.
You're
You
just
got
like,
it. You got it when you're doing Shakira.
You have to.
Mhm.
You're either doing it or you're not.
Mm.
And
She's
you're
amazing.
Doing it.
She's
You're doing
amazing.
it, my sister.
Cheers. I wish that sounded different.
Welcome back to the Mostly All Figured Out podcast. I'm your host, Emily Rose.
And I'm her favorite sister. Sorry, Mary.
It's not true, Mary. Don't listen to her. Who's doing Zumba tomorrow? Not you.
Can't do Zumba. I'm sorry.
Mary and I are doing Zumba. We just started Sisters
Yes.
Zumba.
Honestly, it's so great. I will never forget.
Tell
when Mary said, so we're going to Zumba at Terry's. Love you, Terry.
Terry's Workout
And
Center.
yes, and Mary's just like making a fool of herself, and she goes, "Sorry, oh, don't talk to me before I had my Zumba." I want it on a T-shirt. I want us all to wear matching outfits. I want us cheetah pants.
Here's the thing. Here's what we need to do.
Yes.
Once we have all gone together to 10 Zumba classes.
To 10?
10.
That's a lot.
Then we can make matching outfits.
Okay.
I feel like
We have to reward ourselves. I know you probably want it now.
Well,
prove it to yourself. Okay. You deserve it.
I know.
Prove it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I technically could come to Zumba with you guys tomorrow, but we just got a membership at the aquatic center, and so I want to go there and check it out before, like, because if I take the kids, it's going to be too overwhelming for me. I need to go without the kids so I can check it out.
So do Zumba and go after.
But that's like my whole day. Tomorrow's my only day. You know what I mean? It's my only day. Do I want to spend it all day doing this?
With your sisters and then going to the aquatic center?
If by the end of this podcast I sign up for Zumba, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Today on the podcast.
All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Let's get into the business here. We have a returning guest on the podcast today. It is the one and only Elizabeth Grace Marciniak, second born, second best. We have consumed some gin because the only way that we record podcasts, I guess, is after some alcohol.
Yes. Last time was wine. We're now dipping into spirits.
We're in the spirits.
We'll see what happens next time.
We made gin martinis for the first time ever per a video tutorial that I filmed by Tanner Gillette.
So good.
Thank you, Tanner.
Such a good video. Fantastic.
Very good video. Liz didn't like it, but it's
I can't.
Because it was the first time she ever had a gin martini.
Mm-hmm. It's not for me.
This is what they taste like.
I don't like vermouth. I hate vermouth. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, but it's just gin, really.
It's just too powerful.
Yeah.
It's too much. I've got my little gin and tonic with my 5,000 limes.
So many limes. It's a whole fruit
and it's
basket
so good.
in that cup.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and it's just jingling around. We're going to give you as much ASMR as possible. Sorry, Maria. I know you hate it.
She'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
So today is Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really. We're recording a week before.
Mm-hmm.
But this is for Valentine's Day. And so...
grab the ones you love.
Grab them with both hands.
And listen to this podcast.
And tell them that you love them.
1, 2.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. If you're not already, I do recommend you watch this on YouTube for the full effects. I think it will be more powerful, more pungent, if you will.
Yes. If you're not watching, what I did was I took my 2 hands and pretended like I was grabbing, it could be breasts or butt cheeks. Whichever you prefer.
Whichever you prefer. So there you go. Now, we come to you as two people in very different relationship statuses.
Yes.
One of us tremendously single and one of us tremendously partnered.
I'm chained up. I'm just kidding. Lock and chain. No, I'm very happy.
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain. The old ball and chain. You know.
So we thought we would come to you with our advice for how to celebrate this day.
Yes.
Now, this is going out on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So we do recognize this advice maybe a little late.
Yes.
Maybe. But pencil it in for next year.
Pencil it in.
And hopefully...
Yeah. Or you could do it not on Valentine's Day, because you should show your love and appreciation for others around you, not on just one specific commercial holiday. Correct.
And from my perspective, you should love yourself all the time.
Yes, you should. She just starts weeping.
I'm going to gradually become more and more shrouded.
She's going to turn into a hermit.
Like Nick Miller, if you will.
Nick Miller.
From the streets of Chicago. Anyway, here we go. All right. So it is Valentine's Day 2025. And who cares, you know?
There you have it. I personally, as a person that's in a relationship,
Tell me.
Truly don't. I really don't. I've never liked Valentine's Day. I really never have. I just think it's weird. I think it's weird that, Justin, my partner, bought me roses last week, and he brought them to me at work, and those roses were probably like $20, but on Valentine's Day they're gonna probably be $60 because he bought me a dozen roses.
So annoying.
And I think that's really gross. I really think that's disgusting.
Capitalism.
It's capitalism. This is a commercial holiday. They don't.
Just an FYI, the eggs have gone up 50 cents. Just saying.
Well, what do you think about that?
They've gone up 50 whole
What do you think about that? Someone said to me the other day that they said they didn't care if the cost of eggs went up because chickens are now getting treated more humanely. And I said, where did you get that fact? Because everything's changing, you guys. So no more red dye. We're all going to be healthier. And you know what? Girl, don't act like you didn't just... No, don't do it.
You know what? Quick aside. Someone brought this to my attention recently that, like, the crunchy girlies
did so much cocaine.
Oh, not that.
But they did. Every crunchy girl that I know did so much cocaine.
Okay, maybe. That's an anecdote. But what I see, what I have been seeing and what, like, you know, the social medias have been pointing out is the crunchy girl, like, support of Trump. And this is my podcast, so we can talk about whatever we want. Okay, cool. And we don't like him on this podcast. So if you do and you're listening, well,
wrong place, bitch.
No, all right.
No, you're welcome here.
Everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome.
But also probably
you won't like us.
So. Probably not you. So I don't know. You're not gonna enjoy this, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
We're not for everybody.
We'll be all right.
But yeah, this trend of like crunchy girls living.
I know exactly why, Emily. I know exactly why. Because they're like the Kennedy guy is coming in, and he's gonna get rid of the red dye, and autism is way through the roof right now. Because it's like, you know what, you guys, I unfortunately follow politics way too heavily, and I wish that I didn't, but I do. And of course they do. Of course they love Trump. It makes sense. And it's just so funny. Like, the people are like, red dye is bad. Yeah. I look at these people and I see. And
you think Trump cares about your red fucking dye?
He doesn't care. None of these people care. And so when your child randomly develops, like, measles or catches syphilis from sitting on a toilet, which can happen.
Where are you taking us?
I don't know. Has anybody ever watched the movie She's Too Young? Have you ever watched that?
Yes, Miss B forced us to.
That shit was
in
crazy.
High school.
That
was lady.
So
R.I.P. Miss B.
Crazy.
To anyone who went to Holy
Keep
Angels.
your pants on, ladies. That's how she would end it. Do you remember that? Did she do that for you guys?
Keep your pants on. Yeah.
At the end of our religion class. Teacher. Keep your pants on, ladies.
That was not only religion class, but also
health class.
Class. Keep your pants on.
You know, it was too late for many of us. So, not this girl, though.
Oh.
She was so young. You were so innocent.
Was too young.
No, honestly, you were better than all of us. You really were. You were a genuinely good person. It all went down from hell as soon as they turned 13.
No, it's just a different kind of trauma. It's just a different kind of trauma. That's all. Mm-hmm. My trauma was, if I do this right, then maybe. Well, I'm not going to say it on this podcast, so you never know who's listening. So. Anyway,
two opposite sides of the spectrum, though. That is something that we can discuss outside of the podcast. Is like, that's what you did, and I did something so opposite of you.
Yeah, it's interesting because we experienced similar traumas.
Yeah.
But interpreted them and reacted in extremely different ways.
I was just a bad girl looking for trouble.
Yeah, who dressed like a hot dog because it was so crazy.
It was. I was so funny. I also dressed up.
Kooky.
I dressed up as Fat Kevin Federline for 3 years in a row for Halloween, and everybody loved it. It's true. Do you remember that?
No.
I did that, but then 1 year I dressed up as a serial killer. Where I put little mini boxes of cereal on myself and put knives in it. I didn't like that. I really liked being Fat Kevin Federline. It was probably my best costume yet.
Okay, folks. So there you go. Valentine's Day. So
back on topic.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day this year?
So February is like a super busy month for me. So February 3rd is my anniversary. And then obviously Valentine's Day is the 14th. And then we always take a solo, me and my partner trip. We take a trip together. So we leave on the 17th to Puerto Rico. I was going to try to roll my R's, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to Puerto Rico and we leave on the 17th. So for Valentine's Day, we have the kids. We keep the kids like for most of February because we're gone for like a week and a half. So we like the guilt kicks in. So we'll have the kids on that day. However, and this is going to be a plug, I'm sorry. However, Master Ketchens Martial Arts Academy is having a
this podcast is sponsored by
I'll throw you 50. So we have a parents' night out event, and it's Valentine's Day themed. So the kids are going to be there for 3 hours. They're going to like make cars and watch a movie and stuff like that. And it's going to be super cute. So while they're doing that, I'm trying to decide between packing my bags, or going to Wine Unheard, which is also sponsors this podcast.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But it sure should.
Okay, but you know what? You've gotten a lot of discounts and a lot of freebies.
Are you joking right now? Are you fucking kidding? No, I'm going to leave it in. And I'm going to play it back for both you and Justin while you watch.
And you know what Justin's going to say? Okay.
Literally. He actually will say that.
Bottle of wine on me, Emily. But so I'm trying to decide between packing my bags or going to Wine Unheard and hanging out with him for 3 hours. And I'll probably end up doing that because I just love him so much. So that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. So nothing too crazy. The Valentine's Day is going to be like super casual because I'm just leading up to being on the beach with my baby. So
Okay, everyone.
What are you gonna do, Emily?
Get your vomit buckets and move them away now. That was so cute. I'm so happy for you.
Do you want to come with me to Wine Unheard and
on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
While you lick Justin's face in between him serving customers? I'll pass. Thank you.
I'm not even going to deny it, so that's fine. Go ahead.
Ew. Okay. I still need to decide. So I had booked a facial for myself.
That's right.
But I had to reschedule for a business meeting that I'm having. So business. I had to handle that. Mm-hmm. And so I am. But I have been thinking, like, do I...
Wait.
What?
I have to get a pedicure. Do you want to get a pedicure?
Yes.
Let's get pedicures.
Let's get pedicures.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yes, because I actually really need to do that. It's like the perfect time to do that.
I really need to get a pedicure.
There you go.
Where?
Do you want to just go to AP Nail Spa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't care about my feet.
And if they do, we don't really know. So.
It's fine. All right. So I'm going to get a pedicure with my sister.
Yay.
And I was thinking about making a reservation or just like going somewhere nice and sitting at the bar.
Yeah. And
just like having a nice meal. I don't know. I still need to figure it out. I think, though, I do want to be intentional about having it be a night all about loving and caring for myself.
Yeah.
Which I know is cliche.
No, I think that's important.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
really
nice.
I probably should have thought about this before the podcast, but I really want, I'm trying to remember what I did last year. Something along these lines of like, just like nice things for myself. And that might even just be being alone in my house. Like, I love being alone in my house right now. Oh,
it's so nice.
I love it too. Great. Well, yeah, you do. I mean, when I was in a relationship, I loved it. Absolutely. Yeah. But when you're single, I mean, and especially now co-parenting and when the kids are gone, like for a while, it was really sad being alone by myself. But so I'm glad to be back in a place where like I really enjoy being alone in the house by myself. I think partly because I love my house so much.
Yeah, you have a really nice house. It's very cute. It's very cute.
I manifested it. I did.
Yeah,
I believe it. So yeah, so maybe I'll make like a steak dinner for myself. I don't know, nice. And like play Animal Crossing.
She loves Animal Crossing.
I do.
I'll be calling her and I'll be like, what are you doing? And she's like, just working on my house. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, yeah, on Animal Crossing. And I'm like, oh.
Listen,
I think it's so funny. I love it.
I have an expanded living room. I have 3 rooms, external rooms downstairs, and I have and upstairs, and I am 750,000 bells away from a basement, which is going to be my gym.
Wow.
Okay, I have collected. I bought a treadmill today. Okay, I have a bike. I have a punching bag. I have multiple kettlebells.
Wow.
So, and I have gym flooring.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's ready.
That's so great.
It's stacked and ready, and it'll be open to the public, so people will be able to pay a small
I was gonna
fee
say, are you
for
gonna
membership.
charge people to go into your home?
They won't. Unfortunately, there's no way I can actually do that in the
Oh.
game, but in my head, I will.
Okay.
There's one guy in particular. His name is Tank. He's a rhino. He does welcome himself into my home quite regularly.
Yeah, you've mentioned him before.
Unannounced. But he is an OG. He's been on the island as long as I have, so I respect him.
That's so funny.
You know, I gotta respect him.
Yeah.
We've kept him for some reason.
I
so.
went to Emily's house, and she showed me everything on her little what is it again? I totally forgot.
Island.
Her island. And what game is this? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
And she went into a store. She went to a store, and was it the rhino? So you're like, oh no, he's the worst.
Yes.
So she left the store, and I'm like, it's not a real person though, right? It's just like,
no.
that is so
computer.
funny to me. Like, she knows the island. She knows
Well, yeah,
the people.
There's I don't know, like maybe 6 other island residents.
How often do you say you play a week? Like, how many hours?
I mean, not that often. Like, listen, here's the thing about me. I am not a TV person.
Yeah.
I'm not a TV person. And I didn't really do games for a long time. Like, I didn't really get into Animal Crossing for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't even really read books. Like, I don't allow myself to do things like that.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just, like, excited that I've now allowed myself to, like, do a fun thing just for the sake of having fun.
And I love that for you. I think that's great.
I know.
think that's
I do
great.
too. So now, yeah, I don't know. I'm on there like, well, I'm trying if you once a day go to the ATM and check in, that you get Nook miles, and you can like make purchases with your Nook miles to travel and such.
Oh, that's nice.
Add elaborate fixtures to the island,
Yes.
So I've been trying to do that, but it's really hard to do. So,
Yeah.
but I did go today.
That's great.
Yeah, I harvested
Backed it
my
up.
crops, made some good bells for that, and that's how
I will
got my
say
treadmill.
it is addicting. So I'm not a video game person either. I guess I'm kind of a television person. I watch documentaries a lot, so I do that, but I read a lot. But I don't really play a lot of games because they cause me a lot of anxiety. I do the coloring still. I color a lot on my phone too.
Okay, it is a good app. Okay, so Alex got me on this, the New York Times Games app.
I've heard about this.
Okay.
Because
Listen to me.
isn't one of them like that weird word one that everyone was obsessed with for a long time?
Yes.
I don't
So
care
Wordle.
for Wordle.
But you know what? I don't mind it.
Yeah.
So I do it every
Spelling
day,
bee.
whatever. And they have a mini crossword that is actually, it's pretty easy. So it's like, how fast can you do it? And then like a big crossword that's like, you really have to think, like it takes
that.
like an hour and a
I
half
love
to do it.
crosswords too.
I know, I do love crosswords. So those things have been filling my time. Who needs a partner? Who needs it?
That is so
That and my boys and business,
funny. Yeah.
and my friends.
You don't have time for
I
a
don't
man.
have to,
You don't have time for a man.
genuinely, I don't. No, it's fine. Like, one day, can't wait. But I can also.
Yes.
Because
You're live, love, loving right now.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
She's booked and busy.
She's booked and busy. She's launching her new business.
Flaunting
Flaunting
the new business, which I'm super excited for. I think that's going to be
too.
awesome.
I know. April 11th
April 11th.
is going to be the launch party. Everyone's invited.
I heard April is probably the best month of the year because
Why, Elizabeth?
you tell him, man.
Why, Elizabeth?
April 25th, 1992 was a day that the world was just like blessed because I came into this world and I have a lot to offer.
Do you?
I do.
What are you offering?
Comedy relief. If you are mad at somebody, give me their information. I'm really good at snapping at people.
No. Okay. This is no.
The last episode that I put out,
yes,
I talked about gratitude tools to help you through things, and one of them was creating a gratitude list for a difficult situation or person. We've talked about this.
You could do that. Or you can call
Elizabeth.
me for $5.
Elizabeth. $5. What are you gonna do?
I'm very cheap. I will call them. I'll call them.
You are not afraid of calling people.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
I'm afraid of that.
I don't. No fear. What are you gonna do to me? First of all, I don't know what you look like. You don't know what I look like.
What does that have to do with anything?
That helps me, honestly. I'm
really?
like, this person could be
ugly.
A freaking gum on the side of my shoe,
wow.
and I'm confident in myself. I'm not. I'm actually really not.
She's lying so hard.
Honestly, if I don't know what you look like, it helps me for some reason. I really don't know why. Because I'm like, I really don't know.
Whatever. That's good if it works for you.
So I don't have any fear when calling people or talking to anybody. Or asking people to donate money or do anything like that, which you know.
I do know.
So give me the list. Give me a list.
Okay. I could pay you $5 to do that?
No.
That's what I thought. Okay. It's 10:01. Look at the numbers.
10:01. Tons of fun.
So many ones.
8 hours, 7 minutes. Or sorry, 8 days, 7 hours, and 57 minutes. Until my ass is in Puerto Rico.
Congratulations.
But okay, everyone should hear this. I really need this vacation. I really do.
You do.
This time last year, Justin and I went to Colombia, and I was sick the entire time. I lost 12 pounds. Couldn't stop shitting. At one point, one day,
Valentine.
I know. One day I thought, I was like, I'm feeling better. I think I'm feeling better. So we met up with some of his friends, some of our friends, Martine and Jelena, and they were like, let's go to this one restaurant. And I immediately knew, I was like, let's not freaking go to this restaurant. It was like this outdoor restaurant. Their only bathrooms were a porta potty. And I'm thinking, This is not a good choice.
Oh, no.
This is not a good choice. Immediately, as soon as a scent went into my nose, I was like, oh, I'm going to be sick. Go to the porta potty.
No.
There is no toilet seat on the toilet. It is on the side, covered in blood.
No.
Okay. I'm like, okay, we're just squatting. So we squatted. I'm like crying. It's also like 100 degrees in this porta potty.
No.
And then I go to grab the toilet paper. There's no toilet paper.
No.
I just shit out half my weight. Squatting, by the way, standing up. It was so hard. No toilet paper. I did that 3 times in that porta potty. I kept coming back, and I had to just keep grabbing napkins.
It's Valentine's Day. Let's stop talking about shit. What was the worst date you ever went on?
Oh, my God. So many. Can I say the worst breakup, which I've mentioned?
Yes.
That is so crazy. Have we talked about this?
The cocaine guy?
I hope not. He was definitely on cocaine. Well, there's so many, but this is the one with the guy with the Mountain Dew, and he threw it. Do you remember this one?
Is this the guy who broke up with you when you were at Mom and Dad's? And
yeah.
He went in and out? Yeah. The cocaine guy.
Yeah,
from like Canada or something?
No, that was Benji. Benji was from Canada. Love him. He definitely was on a lot of drugs. And we didn't really break up. I just stopped going to Canada. He worked at Boston Pizza. Benji, if you're there.
Okay, it's unimportant. Tell the breakup.
So I don't even remember this guy's name. I went through this phase where I was just dating a bunch of people. I don't remember half of them or what their names were. But this guy, I dated him for like a couple of weeks. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not feeling this. But he gave me like a Sabres hoodie and gave me tickets to a Sabres game. So like I felt bad. So I stuck it out for like an extra week. And then I was like, all right, fine. It's time to break up. He
spent like a whole $25 on this hoodie.
He had, no, it was like jersey. It was a signed jersey. Don't know where it is.
Signed?
Yes. It was
you
literally.
Lost it? Signed by who?
I have no idea.
Oh, Elizabeth.
His parents were like, yes, have it. They loved me. And this is also very weird. So I come out of his bedroom. Okay. No idea that his family was even home. And they're just all sitting there. So like when you open the door, his living room was right there. I remember all this. Don't remember his name. And they were all like, oh my gosh, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm like, this is so weird. It was so strange. Very weird. The whole thing was weird. That's when they offered me the tickets to the Sabres game and gave me the Sabres jersey. So yes, it was very weird. So I said, yeah, for sure. And I took my friend, I'm not going to mention her name.
Wait, so you didn't even take him, you took someone else?
No, because he couldn't go. So he just gave me the tickets.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'll go. But I ended up, I was like, this guy was so weird, like so weird. So I was like, no, we're not doing this. So he comes to my house.
Why was he so weird?
He was just like, and I'm not opposed. I mean, back then I wasn't opposed. I'm like an adult now, but he just did like a lot of drugs and it just got boring. I was like, can we do something other than this? Like, is there anything else that we can do besides being in someone's basement doing this right now? So I got bored. I wanted to be wined and dined. So, like I said, different lives, different people. Okay. So he comes to my parents' house. And I'm like, you know what? This just isn't working out. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's like not happy. He's really upset. He storms out. I'm like, okay, I think I called you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did it. It's done. Like, thank God. And then I was like, wait, he's coming back.
Yes.
I was like, why is he coming back?
And I was like, call me after. I remember
so
this.
weird.
Like, why is he coming back?
It was so weird. He comes back.
He was on so many drugs.
Yes, he really was. Like horse tranquilizers. Like he was on so many drugs. He comes inside. He throws his Mountain Dew, which is also just a disgusting drink in the first place.
Mia and Anna around too?
I don't think they were around for this.
Okay.
Maybe. They could have been. Who knows? And then he comes over to me and just kisses me like so aggressively, like teeth gnashing, like painful, disgusting. And he goes, "Now, do you want to break up?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was so weird. And then he's like, I want my oh, that's right. He said, I want my jersey back. So I gave him his jersey back. That's right.
Hilarious. Okay,
I want my jersey back. And I was like, sure. Like, I really, truly don't care. But here you go. But I just thought it was so funny. Like, the confidence of these men. Now, do you want to break up? I was like, that's the worst kiss I've ever had, ever. Like, yeah, I want to break up. You're so fucking weird. Oh, yeah. So that was my worst breakup. Okay. Worst date was, and I'm going to say his name. I'm going to call him out. I'm not going to say his last name, but his name was Kyle. He was Irish from South Buffalo. Went on, like, we were talking a little bit, like, via Instagram. I was introduced to him through one of my old friends from elementary school. So I was like, all right, let's do it, whatever. And we ended up going to his house. So I mean, immediately I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is not what I want to do. And he basically... I'm sorry to tell you this. He basically asked for me to give him a BJ, and I said no. And he was like, you could just leave that. And I was like, the fuck? He was like, you talk such a big game. And I was like, I barely talked any game. I was like, I was just getting to know you. And you want me to do that? I was like, no. And so he I left. I was stranded for a little bit, but I managed to call a friend who was able to pick me up. But then he still would randomly hit me up every year or so.
What?
Every year, yeah. Isn't that insane? He was so
shocked.
mad. He was like, what? You're not going to do that? And I was like, no. Why would I do that? Who are you? I don't know you. I thought we were going to the botanical gardens, bitch. You live 2 blocks away from that, and your dad is here. Like, what?
What?
Yeah. I thought I was going to the botanical gardens. It's not what happened. So that would probably be like one of my worst dates, just because of the entitlement of this man. Not even a man. He was a boy. It was so gross. I was like... So yeah, that was probably the worst date I've ever been on. Yeah, but I'm ready to hear yours because I'm sure they're a lot more interesting.
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think, honestly, because my stuff is also like vanilla.
I know.
Everything is so vanilla.
That's okay. That's okay. I think like
baby.
what was like, well, my dating experience after I got my divorce, I went on a lot of dates because I was like, I'm free. I got married at the age of 19. So I feel like rightfully so, I was free. And it was just like a lot of like MILF dates. So I almost didn't go on the date with my partner that I've been with for 6 years because I had been on so many dates where like, oh, you're a MILF. And it's not a compliment. It's weird. And I don't know you.
What?
Yeah.
They really would say
yes,
that to you?
Yes. I met most of these men through Tinder, so that really should be like the thing.
I swear to God, like what are
I lived a life.
Maybe I don't know.
It's definitely me. Maybe I just give off this aura.
Well, I don't know. I think part of my problem is that I am particular, and I just don't.
I am.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, my partner is the best person ever, but
yeah,
I was just going through a phase where I'm like ready to just rock and roll.
Yeah, I
so
just
that's
can't.
That's what brought it to me. I know. And I think that's really good for you.
Is it, though?
High standards are important.
Are they? The standards are, do you hate me? Excellent.
Yeah, Emily is so weird. And we've talked about this before. Emily's favorite form of flirting is to just be mean to each other. But like in a way where it's not like you're not like actually being mean, but you're like being mean, but like in a sexy way. What would be a good example? Like where you like mock each other's intelligence, but she does it with people that are like really intelligent, and it's like, this is so dumb. And Emily's really smart too. Like, she loves that shit, that banter.
If you give off the air that you think you're better than me, I'm going to prove to you that you're absolutely
will tear you down.
not.
And if you can handle that, then she's your girl. But yeah, you're
not really,
good.
because if you accept it and then you want me,
she's gonna stop liking you.
I don't like you anymore. So
which is so
it's a problem. We're working through it in therapy, which is why being single is really great right now. It's good for me. I think. But yeah, I mean, as far as like really bad dates, I don't know. This wasn't a date, but I remember I dated this guy before, obviously. A little ASMR for you. Sipping up the last of that gin and tonic.
Yes.
I dated this guy before I was married. Actually, this was the last relationship I was in before I met Ryan. And he was like a real jacked dude. He was...
I know this person,
right? Personal... Well, his name is Jack.
Yes. No, I know who you're talking about. And he was a personal trainer or like... He was personally trained.
No, he was a personal trainer. I don't remember the gym, but he was a personal trainer, and he was like friends with the Knicks, who I lived with.
Yes.
At the time. So when I was in my early 20s, I lived with Nick and Nick, two
very attractive men.
Yes. Shout out to you guys if you happen to hear this.
Zooey Deschanel.
But I honestly felt like I was Zooey Deschanel.
You were living out everyone's dream.
I was. Because I was just this, quirky little girl.
Yeah.
With a nice little office job. And I had this fireman landscaper and personal trainer, both named Nick.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Good looking men. So shout out to you guys. I do talk to them, both of them, every so often. I see one of the Knicks is he's in I think he might be married actually. And he has a kid, very cute little kid. So anyways, good for them. But so this Jack was one of their friends. And I just Alex brings this up, my best friend Alex, as you know, but maybe you don't know as a listener. We were in Wegmans for some reason. I think I was always at like feeling like I need to, I mean, as we all are in our 20s and like forever, I need to get on my fitness and like nutrition. And especially when you're surrounded by dudes who are like so on it and just like muscly and stuff.
It's so much easier for men though.
It's so much easier and whatever. But so I think I must have asked him to like help me food prep.
Good for you.
And so we went to Wegmans, and for some reason, Alex was also there.
Oh my God, that's incredible. That's actually incredible.
And like, I don't even know if they have these anymore.
Were you guys close at this point? You and Alex?
Elle and I? Yeah. I mean, because I probably dated this guy in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Time, like probably 2013, and Al and I met the end of 2012. So we were like building our friendship. So, but we, became obsessed with each other pretty quick, Alex and I. But anyway, he was there, and we were in the meat section, and this guy he pulled. I don't even know if they have these anymore, but remember they used to have like the like accordion of chicken breasts that you could get?
Yes, they do still have it.
Okay, and it's like a 12-pack or something like that?
Yes.
So he pulls that out and he slaps it in the cart.
Oh my God, why so
Alex was like, what are you going to do with all that chicken?
He's got to get his protein in. It's important.
No, it was for me.
For you?
He was helping me to shop, and Elle was like, "You're never gonna eat all of
that's a lot of chicken."
Especially like at that point in my life, I didn't really start cooking or like learning how to cook real food that wasn't like boxed mac and cheese until Jax was born.
Yeah,
because I was like, I'm a mom now, I should learn. At that point, I was not doing that. I was still making instant mashed potatoes.
Yes,
and,
your favorite meal.
Fucking loved that. and mac
meal.
and cheese.
Still
like, so apologies to my roommates in college because I would leave those instant mashed potatoes in a pot in the dorm for weeks.
It's disgusting.
It was disgusting.
It's so gross.
I think about it now and I'm like, you filthy fucking animal.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm so sorry, Missy. I'm sorry, Aaron.
Sorry, Missy.
And Aaron.
Thank
you. But yeah, so that was, I don't think that was necessarily a date, but it was like, no. There's other things I could say about him, but I won't because that would be not nice. But I learned pretty quickly
that was the sign. That was the sign. Yeah.
That was not the right thing for me.
No. No, I feel like.
Worst breakup though. I got that.
Ooh, okay.
So I dated this guy also in college. Well, no, the other guy was not in college, but in college I dated this guy my senior year, and he was 2 years younger than me. Okay, I'm not gonna say any names because I'm afraid.
Oh my god!
But
let's talk about where he is now. I would love to know.
I don't know.
We have to find him.
I think he's coaching soccer somewhere.
What?
Yeah. Because he like played my ex-husband before. Anyway,
so wild.
So,
oh my god,
this guy,
so weird. Emily, I'm sorry.
I know.
Why would you do this?
It's a strange decision.
Yeah, it was. You were definitely going through something.
He was vivacious. Okay.
Yeah, he was. He was the life of the party.
Brought the life.
He had the energy because he was so young.
He had a lot of energy because he was youthful. But like dating younger guys, I didn't care. I don't know. He was 2 years younger. It wasn't like that crazy.
But I think he was in my grade.
No.
We had many mutual
You were 3
friends.
years below me. He was 2 years below.
Right.
I'm sure you did have many mutual friends, but whatever. I didn't know that. But anyway. But he was like popular and like he, like did Mr. Canisius and like people, like whatever. So he was appealing because he was just like, I have always liked guys that like a lot of other people like because I like to do the thing that is hard to get and whatever. So anyway, dated him. It was over the summer, so it was like after I had graduated, I think. So between his sophomore and junior year. And he lived in Rochester, which for folks outside of Western New York is about where he lived in particular was like an hour and 15 minutes away.
But we made it seem like it was like states away though.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. So I occasionally would go out there to like watch him play soccer and whatever. But so he like asked me to come out there. So I drove out there, pulled up at his parents' house. And this motherfucker broke up with me.
Yeah, I remember this.
After driving an hour and 15 minutes.
So rude.
I think it was actually, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But for some reason I'm remembering, did I watch him play soccer before that?
Oh my God, that would be so terrible. I hope not.
I may have.
Oh, that's so awful.
Either way, he had me drive my ass out there for an hour and 15 minutes for him to break up with me. And this was after he got kicked out of the college.
For what? Didn't he
plagiarizing?
Plagiarized, yeah. What a loser!
Like
that's so crazy.
Ew.
The balls. I remember this whole situation. It was so crazy.
It was so nuts.
While he was liked by many, Emily, he just wasn't your type too.
He was liked. He was equally liked.
Wasn't
and
he
disliked.
shorter than you too?
No, he was not tall, but he wasn't shorter than me.
He was shorter than me. And I'm tall.
He maybe was the same height as you.
Yeah. Which is fine by me personally. I prefer.
She's reeling it back in. And she's reeling it back in.
Let me just say, I almost have never, maybe a couple of times, I've never really dated anybody that has been taller. I prefer my shorties. I prefer my short kings.
That's true.
Think there's honestly, there's many reasons why I prefer short kings.
Go on.
They have to work harder, and they work hard. Really nice.
Okay. All right. So anyway.
Because you know what? I love short kings, all right? Let it be known. Over 5'10"?
We know. I've never seen you date anyone over 5'10".
There was one guy. We didn't technically date. I don't remember his name. I remember his friend's name. His friend's name was Jose, who I also dated. But he was a short king. Jose's friend, I wish I could remember his name. He was half black, half Hispanic from Brooklyn.
Wow, that literally sounds like my dream man.
Emily, he was beautiful.
I'm sure he was.
He was beautiful. He loved to carry me. That was new for me.
That also sounds like a dream.
And yeah, he was great. He was fantastic. Don't know where he is now. I don't remember his name once again. Like, I really don't remember. If I dated you in the past and I remember your name, congratulations, because I really don't remember half the people I dated.
Jesus.
It's awful. It really is. But that's something we're working on in therapy.
No, we're not.
We're not
you
in
don't
therapy.
have a therapist. What are you talking about?
We will work on it. We will work on it.
One day.
What is his name, though? This is really going to bother me. I wish I could remember.
It doesn't matter.
He was great, though. He was great. I do remember our first date was us just cuddling in bed watching Elf. Yeah, we watched Elf, and it was really good.
That sounds like my dates.
Well,
no,
didn't end that.
No. All right. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day. We hope this entertained you.
We didn't talk about Valentine's Day at all, really. This was actually really so awful. I'm sorry.
No, I think it was great.
We
talked
okay.
about, the thing is, if you look at the history of this podcast, the most listened to and watched, I hate to say it, is the episode with Elizabeth. I think it was because nosy people during that time in my life, but
I've got tea and I'm ready to share. I'm ready to spill it, bitch.
Go on. What tea do you have?
What do you want me to share?
There's nothing for you to share.
One time I dated a man in high school who he was my first real technical boyfriend. He wore too many scarves. I broke up with him. Guess what? Now he's a music producer in Los Angeles.
He's gay.
He's not. He has a wife and a child.
I don't believe it. No.
I hope he doesn't watch this. He's
won't.
very successful, and I'm very proud of him. So great job. But too many scarves. Why did you wear so many scarves?
Every time he wore
so many scarves. I was literally like, I broke up with him, and he was like, "You're breaking up with me."
That wasn't a name.
You're breaking up with me because I wear too many scarves, and I said, "Yeah."
He always wore scarves.
So many scarves, and they were skinny. They were skinny scarves.
Just like all the boys that you like to date.
I was really into like the emo boys who were just like really skinny. They were really skinny. That's where Benji came in, my Canadian lover. He was really skinny. He was in a screamo band, and he worked at Boston Pizza. That was like my dream man at the time. So many tattoos.
Anyway,
yeah.
So it's Valentine's Day today. You now know most of Elizabeth's.
Where is the
Stop. Weird dating history. You've got a little slice into mine.
Sisters. Very different. So different.
What's that Snoop Dogg song? I'm different, and that's okay.
Children's affirmation.
Can I get water?
Did I tell you that you were allowed to come downstairs?
No, but I was thirsty.
Yeah,
Go
no,
on,
you can get a cup of water.
He's thirsty.
That would
Pretty
be my
soon
son.
I'm going to have him on the podcast.
Yes, he's 12. He's about to be 13.
No!
Yeah, isn't that crazy? He's going to be 13 in just a couple of months.
Boo.
I know. I have a 13-year-old. Could you tell?
It's not about you.
It's always about me.
It's about that perfect boy right there.
No, he is so great. He's wearing my pants, but whatever. Sweatpants.
We're wearing the same pants.
They actually are.
What else? That's it, I think.
That's really all there is to it.
So we hope that you also reminisce on your own Valentines.
We hope that you
Day.
find love, whether with another person or within yourself. Do something nice for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the funds to do something nice for yourself,
you don't need them.
You don't need them. You don't. Take a hot bath.
You're abundant.
Yes.
Take a hot bath.
Take a hot bath. Honestly, taking a hot bath. And I will say this. I got a bath pillow from At Home for $7.50. At Home is on Sheridan. And I use that thing all the time.
Okay.
I sit there.
Sold.
And it is amazing. And I'm comfortable. And I thought about that because Grandma had a bath pillow.
The shell bath pillows.
Mm-hmm.
She did always have a bath pillow.
And so I was like, I want to get that. I want that for myself. And I got it.
I want to get one of the bath trays.
I want one, but I don't know if it would work in my bath. I don't know. I have to see. Because it's like short edge. It's like short edge. I want a clawfoot bathtub.
Oh, me too. That's my dream.
I know. We had it. Remember, we took many baths in that clawfoot bathtub.
Nothing relaxing and calm. Yeah.
We have to get ready for church. 10 more people have to take a bath first.
Yeah. It's bad. We had fun, quick, short story. We had at least 3 years of our childhood. At least 3 years. This is not an exaggeration.
Didn't have a shower.
No shower. Just bath.
Just a bath.
All of us.
Including
Mother,
the
father.
They had to take baths.
9 children.
This is crazy.
It smells like coffee.
The espresso machine's right there, Emily.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. I sniff.
It smells freshly brewed
I have
right now.
really nice. Well, because you see, like when you tap in
She
the
has
old grounds.
a really nice
I do.
espresso.
You want some
Machine.
me espresso?
Anyways, yeah, we really did.
We
For
took
3
baths for
years of
3
our life,
years.
all of us.
And we all would have to take a bath. We all would have to
That's
take a bath
it.
before church.
So it wasn't a luxury.
It was not.
It was.
I hated it for a really long time.
Yeah. There's other things, but we'll just keep it.
No, I'm sorry, but that, like, I think about it every once in a while. I'm like, Dad was taking baths. And the bathtub was short. It was really short.
It was clawfoot bathtub, but it was like
the new one is like, oh my god, that was so crazy.
Yeah.
And you have to drain it and then redo, and you have to
gotta
wait a little
redo it
bit
for-
because the water was cold.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that shit is so
And there are so
crazy.
many of us, you know?
So many of us. It was so wild. That
so
is
crazy.
so funny.
It's so crazy.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
That's not even the craziest story that
Can we
could
say
tell
a couple
about.
of things? What else do we have?
Go on.
And it's not like it's not bad
We love
things.
you, Mom and Dad.
We love you guys so much.
You guys did the best that you could with what you
Oh my
had.
god. Or when we would like have was it Father Dennis who would come over every once in a while?
Yeah, Father Dennis.
And we would have like my mom, God bless her. My mom couldn't cook and my dad was working a lot. So
She was a baker.
like when we
She
would
is
have
a
like our
baker.
fancy meals, it would be literally mystery meat.
Yeah. Wait, sales per steak.
Steak in the oven. It was so disgusting. That was our fancy meal to show the priest.
Oh, sales per steak
Oh
and
my
instant
God.
mashed potatoes.
Oh my god. And then Dad started cooking gourmet meals when we were out of the freaking house.
I know.
That's
Now he's an
not fair.
incredible chef. His food is
Oh
so
my
good.
god.
But yeah, we had sales per steak.
So much.
He would, do you remember the one chicken dish that they would make that was fancy, that they were so proud of?
Oh no.
It literally was called, they called it fancy fast chicken.
Yes. And then they just
Fancy
shake
fast
it.
chicken. I think it was the shake chicken,
God.
but they put this like creamy,
Oh my
and
god.
it tasted like vomit.
It was so
It
gross.
was so bad. It
So
was
gross.
like vomit chicken with stuffing on top.
Mm.
And I just remember how shocked they were when I didn't like it. Oh, it's so bad. I'm sure he doesn't make that
But
anymore.
it's so funny because like, oh god. And then we had like our sister who would eat, like she wouldn't eat any of it, so she would have tortilla chips with a side of hot sauce. And they would dip their chips in the hot sauce and eat it, and that would be their dinner. And then Tyler didn't think that there was ever enough salt on the chips,
No,
so
oh
he
my
would
God.
pour salt
No,
on his
listen,
chips.
Tyler literally,
Oh my
we would go to
God.
McDonald's.
So much salt, like
Okay,
it was
we
a
would go
winter
to McDonald's.
scene.
He would open
Oh my
his
god.
bun and he would pour
So
salt
much
on it,
salt.
and he had to be able to see a layer of white
Yeah.
on a hamburger
So
and then
crazy.
put the bun on top, and
Oh
then
my
he would
God,
eat it.
so
Like,
much,
that's
so
disgusting.
much-
Why did they just
so much
let that
salt.
happen? Like,
I
I
know.
just remember Grandma and Grandpa being like, "It looks like snow on
Yeah.
top of your."
Yes, and they would
burger."
laugh, but they would let him eat it.
But he would eat it.
So disgusting. Oh my
Iodized.
God.
Salt.
That was so funny.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We should just do stories about our family next one.
No,
Like-
we could have. They're gonna be mad about some of these
No,
things. Probably.
it's funny. We all love each
I
other.
don't know. We do.
We do. We are a family that sticks together. I'll give us that. For as many siblings as we have, like I feel like
I
I've
know.
heard so
That's
many
true.
families where like, oh yeah, I don't talk to my sister, or I don't talk to my brother.
I
Like,
know. I know.
you know, we don't have that at least. And my best friend, she's right here. She's right here. Does she judge me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know what? She keeps me humble. She gives it to me straight. I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you. I have stories to tell you outside of this podcast too, by the way. I remembered it.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. So, let us know, what are you doing for Valentine's Day this year?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to do in Buffalo? You did say a fun idea. If
Yes,
you're looking
we
for a
talked about
last
this.
minute idea,
Yes.
go get a glass of wine
Yeah.
at the Cornelia.
AKG,
Oh,
Art Museum.
yes. So I just blew air.
It's
AKG.
fine.
The AKG. Their cafe there. They
So
have,
cute.
The food is
I didn't have the
incredible.
food yet.
I do recommend the food. Very
Okay.
good. And they have wine, but they have wine.
Mm-hmm. It was so nice. We went, my partner and I went last weekend. We went to the museum and we walked around, which by the way was so funny. We were walking around and then we go into this one part of the building and there's this couple there, like they had to be young at this point. And they were just sitting there in the chairs. And then all of a sudden they lay back and they just start like macking on each other.
Oh.
And we're all just walking around looking at the art, just like listening to them. And they look exactly how you think they would look. Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And so, and then I felt like they kept following us. Like everywhere we go, they were there. But it was just very strange. Like, why are you like laying down? Like you're not, do you have to do this because you live with like mommy and daddy? But they weren't even that young. I think they were our age.
Oh, no.
They were just very greasy.
Oh, no.
But you know what? That's okay.
Love is love.
Love is love. Just don't fucking make out with each other in the middle of a museum. But anyway, you can like hold hands and stuff. That's normal. But like laying down on the couch, that's weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
we went to the museum. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. And then we had a glass of wine. And I was just sitting there. And this is just a side note. I know you're going to hate me for this. But I was just sitting there. And I like had this moment, like this like full circle moment. I was like, this is like my life. Like I'm just sitting here on a Sunday having a glass of wine with my partner. And it's just like, this is just what life is like now, and it's just really, it's really
I don't
cool.
hate you for that. I think
It's
that's
really exciting.
wonderful.
It's really
Yeah.
cool. So it was awesome. Definitely recommend it. And then they have this like little room where you like can build Legos and stuff. And my partner loves stuff like that.
He's a big child.
He is.
You can listen to Justin's episode. It's episode like 60 something. One of the
Check him out.
more recent ones.
That's
so
my guy.
he talks about the first time he met you and what it was like for
I
him.
love that he remembered what I was wearing. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah.
That was really cute because it's been a minute. But
Yeah.
I remember the exact outfit that I was wearing too. I remember exactly where I sat. I remember the whole thing. It was great. And here we are now.
So anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine.
If you don't have somebody, you can always get this at home for $7. Peace. To bring peace into
You
your
can get
home.
peace at home sense.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to this episode. If you liked it,
Let us know.
yeah.
Post in the comments. Your worst date, your worst breakup.
Yeah.
We want to hear about it. We want to hear these
Honestly,
stories.
especially in Buffalo, where was the location?
Tell us exactly where it was.
Tell us, give us the details.
I really want to know.
You don't have to name any names. You could change names if you want. We didn't, so sorry, Jack.
It's fine.
He's fine.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's fine. It was such a brief period of my life.
I love the guy, and which is Broom, by the way, who I think about him all the time.
Oh, he's gay.
I know. There was this man that Emily had the hugest crush on, and I was there. And at Wegmans they sell the cinnamon broomstick, and Emily had it on her wall. And he's like leaving, and he just looks at it
in my dorm.
and he just walks by and goes, "And which is Broom." And for some reason, that was the funniest
I
thing
think about
ever.
it all the time.
Every time I
set up. Wait,
it's so funny. I'm
but
sorry.
really, we
it
did.
Really is so
in
funny.
my senior year, I had a great dorm set up.
Mm-hmm. You really did.
And
It was
I
cool.
did.
It was really cool.
With my roommate and friend Courtney, and we had a cinnamon broom up, and yeah, he was
And
walking
which is
through the
broom?
apartment. He saw, he said, "Which is broom?" and just kept walking.
I thought that was so
and
funny.
he looks so happy now.
Yeah.
I hope he's good. He looks so happy now.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway,
We're gonna end the podcast again for the 4th time. We're gonna try.
happy Valentine's,
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Take care of you.
Take care of yourself.
Love each other.
Yes.
And we'll see you in a week.
Bye.
Bye. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few things you can do to really help your girl out. Please subscribe, rate the podcast, give me a little review. All those things really do help me in a lot of ways. And this year, I'm really trying to expand my reach. I'm trying to get this podcast in front of more people who might need it. My people, our people. So let's keep growing this beautiful community of nice people who are just trying to be their best selves. So if you know someone who might like it, please send them the link, share it in your stories, tag us, which is another thing you can do, actually. If you're not already, please follow us on Instagram at mostlyallfiguredout. I've actually been very good about posting new episodes every Friday, so you can see who is up. You can get some little previews, sneak previews with some sound bites that we post throughout the week. And it really helps, again, in expanding our reach a little bit and getting us out there in front of more people. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Love ya.